Round out our panel this morning, Gloria Lewitt, who was Ms. Arza. Please tell us all what Arza is and how we're involved.
Association of Reformed Zionists of America. And I guess I'm in part of tying up, it's just been a wonderful experience hearing people today. And I guess part of what I represent is what brings us together. A synagogue and that we're Reformed Jews. And I want to speak about another dimension about being Reformed Jews. So, my father was a soldier in World War I. World War I was ancient history to me, but I grew up during World War II. So I understand how World War II can be ancient history to those born afterwards. And what I understood at a very early age was that I was safe while others suffered horribly. That it could happen anywhere, you had to know when to get out. When we built our house in Scarsdale, and I walked in for the first time to a house I loved, I looked around and I thought, there's no place to hide from the Nazis. So, my influences, I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood in Brooklyn, and my family was unaffiliated, and I had no religious education. But I did hear the UN vote for partition of Palestine on the radio. In my friend's home, they were Zionists. And so those are the major influences for me, growing up during World War II and growing up in a Jewish neighborhood in Brooklyn. And I didn't really appreciate my Judaism or Israel until the year of our son's bar mitzvah. That year, on my own, I read through the Hebrew Bible for the first time, and it blew my mind. I understood for the first time the source of Western values. That year, we also took our first trip to Israel, and even though we traveled with a Jewish group, our guide couldn't locate the Reformed Jewish Synagogue in Haifa. In the years since our son's bar mitzvah, Reformed Judaism and Israel have become essential to me. I've come to believe that whether or not we believe in God, we need a way to transmit our values, and we Jews need Israel. Reformed Judaism gives meaningful ways to transmit our values. By the paradox of history, which won't be explained now, Israel was founded with Orthodox Judaism in control. But Reformed Judaism now has a real place in Israel. There are over 40 congregations, school groups, youth groups, and some 90 men and women, Israeli-born, who have graduated from the Reformed Rabbinic School in Jerusalem. To support democracy, equality, and pluralism in Israel, to me, is a sacred responsibility for every American Reformed Jew. And we can do this through our membership in Arza. You check it off on your due statement. And through that, you are funding the Israel Movement for Progressive Judaism, and you're funding IRAC, the Israel Religious Action Center, which is modeled after the RAC, the Religious Action Center in Washington, the Reform Movement. So I urge everybody to be supportive of Arza, get more information, look at the websites, and read my Arza column at the show. And I'm happy to talk with anyone who wants more details.
Thank you, Gloria.